guy once who got stung in the mouth by a yellow jacket. It had crawled into his can of beer or pop or bottle of water or whatever. I think about that every time I have this open. I've forgotten and left it open. Come back in 5 minutes. Have to take the top off. Oh, oh. I've always liked mowing, but now I really like mowing. I can't imagine doing this job on a day like this. 83, humidity is 60%, sort of borderline. I can't imagine mowing this by hand. Again, with the mower, the riding mower here, it takes a lot. Well, I got a little bit of a sweat going, but it's not at all miserable like it has been when I'm pushing a push mower, especially up rises through heavy underbrush that I didn't mow the year before, so now it's even worse that year, last year. Tomorrow's going to be 87, 88 with humidity up in the 70s. And I'm planning most of the day tomorrow is going to be, well, maybe I can mow. With a riding mower, you can find infinite numbers of places to mow. Cut down a bunch of trees out here and mow new paths. I think I better spray myself down. They haven't really been annoying me until now, but quite a bit of shoveling to do. I've never seen that size of a gopher mound before. It almost looks like Dennis came in here with his garden tractor and a load of sand as a prank. It's time to get this out of here. Well, for one thing, I want to get that leaning captive oak freed up. After being skunked in late June, July for a haircut by my daughter Chelsea, she and her family were coming up to the family resort south of town for a memorial service for her grandmother who passed away in April. So she was coming up to participate in that. And talking it over ahead of time, we realized that we won't have time. You're going to be so busy with, there were 100 people coming and they had to prepare for it, and let's just call it. I can cut my own hair. And I always miss something. There's a piece here and then. But then they're coming up over Labor Day for another family long weekend at the resort. Oh, good. Well, let's cut your hair then. All right, good. Meanwhile, I'm getting really tired. It's beginning to, the wind is blowing it around my ears, and I don't know how I ever survived 4 or 5 years with long hair, a ponytail. Oh, they were just talking on the radio about the astronauts who are stranded on the U.S. or the International Space Station. They went up in April or May on the Boeing Starliner. Well, that right there, the word Boeing would scare the hell out of me if I was an astronaut going to fly on that thing, and I haven't heard a word about that concern. Boeing has a hell of a reputation now for failures. And sure enough, the Starliner, something went wrong with it. It was a sort of a test run. Well, they found there's something, and in the last 80 days, the astronauts have been captive, and they're trying to resolve whatever the problems are with the capsule, or I don't know what they're called. But anyway, everybody's been waiting, and NASA was going to announce today if they were going to try to bring the guys back. Nope. There are so many Hummers. I see them every day, multiple times during the day. And there's at least one pair. Zoom, zoom, zoom. God, they're fast. So the astronauts are not coming back now until February. And nobody has talked about the mental health issue. Being stranded in space, are you ever going to get back? I don't think they're in danger of dying up there, the space station. There's other people on it. But just claustrophobia for me would be, let me out of here. I want to go for a walk outside in the wind and the breeze, the rain, the elements. And they're not able to do that. But they're professionals, so. And apparently these two guys were in space up there for a year. So it isn't like it's something out of the ordinary for them. But it's going to be Elon Musk to the rescue. They were talking about. I don't know what the name of his shuttle machine rocket is, but they didn't say why Boeing isn't sending something up. Maybe Boeing doesn't have anything or anything that works. If I was one of the astronauts and Boeing wanted us to send me their latest Guga and high-tech machine to rescue me, I'd say, no, I'll stay here. What a fall from prominence Boeing has taken. Ooh. Shrinking away. All gone. success is all day long. Getting that pile of sand up, it just went bing, 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 bing. No unexpected surprises. In this project, the trail is open. So next time Dennis wants to come over on his mower, he can come right through. In fact, I am going to bring the mower up here and go across onto his property and connect his mowed part with my property. Open it up. All right, good deal. The reverse function on this thing is a nightmare. Occasionally I get it to work, but up there on the hummock when I was hung up, no way. Well, I think it worked at one point, but the wheels were spinning just like in forward. It wasn't going back either, but after that, I couldn't get it in reverse. At one point, I was crawling, literally about an inch an hour back. I got back far enough where I could then go forward and turn and get back on the trail. Oh, I think I understand it now. I just got off here to take a look at it. You have to hold that little yellow button down while you push this thing. That's forward. This is reverse. And I just now figured out all you have to do is just move it back somehow. I was pushing down. Well, you got to push down and back like that. Okay, there's also a way to keep the motor running when you get off the thing. There's a sensor in the seat, which you've seen a couple times, when I've leaned over to pick something up, and the motor begins to die, and I quick get back on. So there is some procedure where I can push this and pull that and switch to keep it running when I get off. You've got to be intentional about it on purpose. They want you to make sure you know what you're doing. I don't know. I don't know. She knows, but I sure don't.